show you how to tell if a koala is young, like not mature yet. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Koala Gardens. Please make sure you smash that like button and leave me a comment. I'm Katrina and I'm passionate about saving koalas. I have a wildlife sanctuary and you get to share the experiences here with me. I also help create a beautiful series of children's books based on the animals here on the property. Please make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. You can help me help koalas even more. Closed captions are available in several languages thanks to Eric. And now, sit back and enjoy the video. In today's video, we're going to have a look at how to tell young koalas from mature koalas. So far, we've looked at how to tell the boys from the girls, and that was really for adult koalas. They're really quite similar, but they're more different than you might think. By the end of this video, hopefully you'll be able to look at a koala and tell if it's a young koala or a mature adult, and not just look at it and simply see it as a koala. We're going to start off by having a bit of a look at the general head shape of the younger koala, because the first thing that you'll notice is that the head tends to be a little bit smaller and narrower, but often it is a little bit larger in compared with the general size of the body. And looking directly at the face, you should actually feel like you're looking at a youngster. We're trying to develop an eye for looking for maturity in a face. Now we're going to have a look at the young koala's ears. The ears tend to be a bit larger compared to the size of the head the younger the koala is. Funnily enough, koalas pretty much grow into their ears. We all know that some koalas always have very big ears, particularly the girls. But the more we look at a young koala's face, the more we should notice a smaller, finer face with large ears, all in comparison to the full size of their body. A lot of the time when we look at the eyes of a younger koala, they do seem to be quite large sitting in the front of their face. And the reason for this is that eyes don't always grow a lot in size, but the facial structure and bone structure of the young koala's face is smaller, and so the eyes look bigger on their face. But when you think about it, you realize they don't really have bigger eyes. It's bigger compared to the size of their face. While all koalas do have a big nose, what we notice with the younger koala is that it is smaller and more delicate. So that whole nose structure really grows and develops from around that 2 to 3 years old. A young koala that has separated from mum and is only the 1 to 2 years old often has around the same nose size, whether they're a male or a female, and in that 2 to 3 years age group, we tend to find the male nose beginning to protrude and develop that Roman look to it. One of the things that can be a little bit confusing when trying to decide if a koala is a boy or a girl, and you look at the chest of the koala, is that even a young boy koala will have a white chest that will look pretty much like a girl koala's chest. So this is a male koala here. He's around 2 years old and he has not yet developed his scent gland. This is a fully mature male and we can clearly see his scent gland. The lack of a scent gland tells us then that we're not looking at a mature male, but that alone can't tell us whether we're looking at a younger koala or a female. Looking at this young koala, I think it's quite easy to tell this is a young koala because we can actually see how the head is quite large for the size of the body, and the body has an immature feeling to it. One of the things that's hardest when trying to tell if a koala is a young immature or an adult when you're only looking at someone else's photos or videos is it can be hard to tell the size of the koala. But the size does give us a really good indication when we're looking at koalas in the wild. All of the young koalas that you're looking at during this whole video are averaging in size between 2.5 and 4 kilos, and that's a really big indicator. Here in the northern parts of New South Wales and southern Queensland, koala joeys leave their mums when they're around 2 kilos in size. Young females tend to breed for the first time when they're around 3.5 to 4 kilos in size. When you're looking at koalas out in the wild, you begin to develop an eye for telling how much they weigh. When we think of a big adult male like Jordan, who weighed around 8.5 kilos, and Bullet, who weighs about 6.5 to 7 kilos, and then looking at this little fellow that's about 3.5 kilos, we soon develop a way of looking at a koala and being able to tell at least adult or youngster very quickly. And you have made it through to the end of another video. So would you write in the comments below, just love juveniles? We're going to build on this in the next video in this series by actually comparing the boys, the girls and the youngsters one against the other. Thanks for visiting Koala Gardens. Did you hit the like button? Now before you go, there's lots more great video to see, and make sure you've subscribed and hit that notification bell.